Very good evening to one and all. Firstly, apologies for your being on a different time. Due to some issues, I can't be here at 6 p.m. We have some network issues and I'm working from a remote place. Alright, so please try to cooperate. We are here today from 4:30 to whatever time it takes to complete the topic. Alright, due to some network issues, I repeat one more time. Won't be here to meet you at 6 p.m. today. That's the reason I have preponed it. Alright, others who cannot join with us at a real-time basis can definitely watch our recorded sessions. Alright, anyways, to begin with, once again, good evening to you all. Alright, a very quick recap of what we have learned in the class last time. We started with the concept of modules. In fact, some remaining concept of even functions in Python. Am I right? What does it mean that Python functions returning a value? Why it is important for a function to return a value? Is it right? Because at times it might happen whatever the function returns, that is an intermediate step of other procedures calculation. Alright. For example, the same example I mentioned to you in the last class, like even to compute a percentage, I need first sum. Alright, even to compute average, I need sum. Or maybe even to compute some grade, I need sum. So let's make a function who will always return the sum. Then these further operations will take the sum as a result and do the further calculation. Alright, fine. The topic for the class here today is file handling in Python. Okay, I write here since I am not ready with the PPT in front of you today. Okay, that's file handling with Python. You need to understand this concept very well because very soon we are going to reach to NumPys and Pandas for data analytics. Therein, you will require the knowledge of how do these different libraries of Python handle different files with different extension and types and deal the data inside. Okay, because to analyze the data might come in a different file format, correct? Some data might come in a notepad file. There might be some data in a Word file. There might be some data even in a JPG format. Right? So how does Python deals with different file? How does Python read the data from a file? How does Python write new data in the file? Alright, okay, I just look into the chat box. Is there anyone with us today? Okay, fine. Anyways, people will watch the video later. No problem. Take it. Here we go. Let me open a new notepad file. Oh, alright. Okay, I write some few lines of text in this file. Okay, few lines of text like this. Say hello. Just focus on the data I'm typing in the file. Say hi. Welcome to file handling in Python. Okay, welcome to file handling in Python. I say hope you're doing well. Or hope you're enjoying learning. Okay, that's it. Goodbye. Okay. Fine. Now today, more important is where are we saving this file? With a file. Okay, with a file name, let me say my file. My file. .txt will be the extension of the file. Okay, .txt would be an extension of this file, so I save it. Alright, hoping you understand. Fine, I close this file. As of now, this file is not required. Alright, I come to Python now, Python idle. Alright, I write a new program, new Python program. Here we go. Alright, have a look what I do. We have a function in Python called as open. Simple, you don't have to import any module or any library for this. We have a function in Python called as open. Its name itself explains its meaning, what it is going to do. The function open opens any existing file. Alright, it opens an existing file. It needs minimum 2 arguments. Means to open a file you have to provide at least 2 information. First of all, name of the file. Actually it is name along with its path. I'm writing just name. The reason why I will shortly tell you. Okay, you keep this fact in your mind. Okay, so name of my file is myfile.txt. The second argument you always have to provide to open function while opening a file is you want to open the file in which mode. Okay, there are total 3 mode, M-O-D-E. There are total 3 mode in which we can open a file. Read, write and append. I want to open this file in a read mode. Okay, I repeat, I want to open this file in a read mode. Always remember this function open. This function open. It opens a file. Oh, it's not selected. Okay, here we go. This function open, it opens a file and it returns the opened file back to the program. Alright, I repeat one more time. It opens a file and it returns the opened file back to the program. Go back to the concept, function returns a value, right? Similarly, this function open is also returning value back, and value this time is an opened file. Alright, so that opened file by this function open, I accept and store it in a variable, say f. Okay, once again go back and recollect, whenever function returns a value, we need to accept and store it somewhere in a variable. Okay, so file is opened and stored in f. Hoping you are understanding. Right? Now, you can't simply write like this, print f, because f is not any ordinary variable, it's a file object. Okay, it's a file object. To read the data of this file, there are 2 methods. First, you use the method read or function read. Second one, before I could show you, let me first run the program to you. So I save this file. There's some disturbance here. Okay, I repeat. If you never wanted to write the path of that notepad file, my file, then make sure the Python program with .py extension and notepad file with .txt extension you are saving in the same folder. Okay, because if the txt file and a Python program is inside the same directory, we don't have to write the path. It will automatically search the file in the same parent path. But if you have saved, suppose a Python program in D drive and you are keeping this notepad file in C drive or E drive or on the desktop, so the 2 files have different destination directory or different path. In that case, you have to first write the path. Right? I would like to conclude the point in this way. Unless the path is same, you don't have to mention it, or it's not required to mention it. Fine, I save this file by the name, say file handling program.py. But if you could see where I'm working, this is somewhere here, Python 310. No, I don't want to save it here. I want to go to desktop and there's a folder called as data. I save it there. Okay, I save. Alright, if I could see like how to run this. Okay, let me run and check once. Fine. Let me run and check once. So I go to run, say run module. Okay, it's still opening. Okay. One moment please. Let me open it in 3.11. Python idle normally doesn't take this much time to be launched. Since my system has been heavily loaded with other softwares, that's the reason. So you could see the txt file is opened here, correct? Hello, hi, welcome to file handling in Python. Hope you are enjoying and goodbye. Alright, fine. Okay, there's a good practice always whenever you open this file. Always try to close it. Alright, always try to close it. So let me save this. Of course, there will be no difference in the output, but it's a good practice to clear or release the buffers used and not to keep them occupied. Okay, I'm back in 3.10. I don't want this. Let the output come then. Here it is. Correct? Fine. Now suppose I want to add one more line in this file. Say welcome again. Okay, so in that case what we need to do is we have to first open this file. Before opening the file again, let me show you the method to write a content in the file through Python program. See, the way we have f.read, we have a function in Python called as f.write. Okay, before closing, if you try f.write, say another line or a new line. So I save this and I run this. Okay, unfortunately, after reading the content of the file, the program shows an error giving you the reason this file is not writable. Of course, this was expected. The file is not writable because we opened the file in the read mode, correct? I repeat the point again, we have opened this file in a read mode. So how to open this file in a write mode so that new content can be written inside? Here we go. So f.write, say another line before that, or let me say after this. Let me cut this line from file is closed. I give a comment here, opening a file in a write mode. Okay, so how to do that? F equals to open. Once again, the two arguments open function needs. First is the name of the file to open. Second is the mode in which you want to open a file. So I want to open this file in a write mode. So the file will be opened in a write mode and its handle will be written to F. Okay. This time if I say f.write, of course I can't write f.write in print because it's not to be printed on the console. This is to be written in the file. So f.write another line. Okay, and I say f.close again. I say f.close again. Let's check. I do Control S, read, run module. The file has been opened. Check one more time. Check. Oh, this time it's a problem. See, I executed the program again. Now exactly what happened, the older content got overwritten by the new content. This is the problem with the write mode. Ideally what happens when you open a file in a write mode, it creates a new file. Alright, and suppose if the file by that name is already existing, it's going to overwrite it. Right, so you can consider this a bit risky if the file is already existing by the name which you want to open. Okay, so you could see the output, it shows another line. That shows that data got rewritten or overwritten. राइट मोड में आप जब भी फाइल को ओपन करोगे, याद रखिए अगर पहले से एग्जिस्टिंग है वो फाइल, तो उस फाइल का डेटा ओवरराइट कर दिया जाता है. टेक अनदर एग्जाम्पल. Say instead of another line, if I say yet another line. Okay, yet another line. Now most of you might be expecting that yet another line would be written here after this line. No, but it doesn't happen. This will be overwritten by an existing content. Okay, now this is how write mode is designed to work. Write mode basically creates a file. Understood? It creates an entirely new file. And if the file is already existing by that name, the one which you requested, then it simply overwrites it. Of course, we have a solution to this. But first, let's understand what's the problem. So if I save this code and if I run this, it shows another line to me now. But you see, if I run this again, it's gone. It shows me yet another line. If you check into the notepad file, close it and open again, refresh it. So check, the data has been overwritten by yet another line. Okay, this is the concept of write mode. Now suppose you don't want to overwrite the content of the file. How can we do that? Let me write a new file. So I take a new file. I say f is, there's no problem. I could have continued coding in the previous file also. So f is equals to open. Yeah, name of the file, my file .txt. Okay, this time I do not want to open this file either in a read mode or in a write mode, but I want to open this file in an append mode. Alright, I want to open this file in an append mode. Okay, hoping you understand. What is the meaning of append? You go back and recollect the concept. We understood append well in the list, correct? Python list people. Hoping you are understanding. Anyways, how to do that? Appending is nothing but adding the content in the end. So if I say f.write, again a new line. Data, my file. Okay, yet not. I think we need to close it. If output doesn't come, make sure that you don't forget to close the file. Alright. Yes, it is here. Correct. So this time, after yet another line, we got the new content appended. That is again a new line. Hoping you are understanding. Clear? Now suppose you wanted this next line or the new appended content on the next line. Then for that, what can you do? Okay, you write simply \n. Remember, \n is a new line character in Python to go to next line. Okay, like in a notepad, the same work is achieved by enter key, correct? What is the use of enter key? It helps you to go to the next line. In Python, and like in most other programming languages, C, C++, Java, even they use the same special character. \n written inside the double quotes. It is never printed, remember. It's never printed. In fact, it achieves the task of going to new line. So that's what is \n for. Done till here. Okay, let me save and show. Run this. Check the output here. Close it. From the folder directory data, open it. You say yet or again a new line on a different line. This is called as append mode. It will never overwrite a file. Instead, it will push the data towards or at the end of the file. Correct. Alright, you understood the concept of \n. And the reason why I gave \n in the beginning, because before writing the new content, I want to give a one-line break. Okay, this could be done even after doing it. So \n, that's up to you. Alright, got it. Fine. Okay. Now suppose from this entire file, say I change the file again and I write the same few lines which I wrote in the very beginning. Suppose in the same file, these are the lines. Hello, hi, hope you are enjoying Python. Okay, so welcome to file handling in Python. Okay, and goodbye. See, in this file, I want to find how many lines are beginning with the letter H. Okay, check. Hello, this line begins with H. Hi, this line begins with H. Hope you are doing well or enjoying Python. This line also begins with H. Alright, so I just want to know that how many of these lines are beginning with H. Let's see how to do that. Okay, fine. So I come here. Let me write a new program. Say f is the name of the variable. Instead of f, you can use actually any other variable. So f is equal to open, say my file.txt. I want to open this file in a read mode because I'm pretty sure I'm not going to write any new content in the file. I just want to open it in a read mode. Right. Now what I do this time, I write f.read, but I don't want to read and print this file, correct? So read the content of the file and store it in a variable, say data. Okay, instead of data, you can use any other variable, ijk. Alright, fine. Now what I do is, since if you simply print data, equal to ignore it, okay, fine. So it has done nothing but it has printed the same thing. That's what okay. I hope so. Why the data is not showing that? We have not overwritten. One more time. It is still showing my file.txt. Where is my file? I think I did not save this work. So if I do Control S, I edited the file, guys. If you noticed, I edited Notepad file, but I did not save this. Anyways, coming back here, run the file again. Yeah, see the file is here, correct? Now what we want to do is, we want to print the lines in this file one by one. So for I in data, okay, for I in data, what is I? What will be the first I in data? It will be the first line. Here we go. Where is the file? Okay, so the first I in data would be hello. Okay, f.read reads the file line by line. I repeat the point again. File.read or f.read, the read method of file handling, reads the file line by line. So if you read the data returned by the read function, it's going to return you line by line. So for I in this file, where I respond to or correspond to each line. So first I in this file will be the line number 1. Second I in the for loop iteration will be line number 2. Third I in the for loop iteration will be line number 3. Fourth I in the for loop iteration will be line number 4. And fifth I in the for loop iteration will be line number 5. And sixth I will come to EOF signal, means end of file. That would be the time to come out of the for loop. Alright, correct, fine. So where are we? Here. So for I in data, if I of 0, now first line will be hello, remember that, but hello is a string. So go back. How did we learn the concept of string that day? H-E-L-L-O. H will have index number 0, E will have index number 1, 2, 3, 4. Is it right? This is presently I. I. This is as of now I. Correct. So what is I of 0? That is H. What will be I of 2? That will be L. What will be I of 3? That will be again L. And what will be I of 4? That will be O. Okay, that's O. So, but we are not interested in I of 1, 2, 3, 4. The first letter will be presented by index number 0. So, over here if I could say I of 0 is equal to H, correct? That's what we want to see. If I of 0 is equal to H, again now small h and capital H are different, and if you want to check both of them, so you can do like this, or I of 0 is equal to capital H. If you don't want to confuse yourself, just be happy with only one condition, need not to make it a compound condition. Okay, but I of 0 for sure will check the first letter of the string, correct? So if the first character in the string I, if it is small h or if it is capital H, let's take one variable called as count, whom we initialize 0. Simply inside the for loop, we will increment the count if the condition is true. So count is equals to count plus 1. Or in short, if you want, you write it as count plus 1 equals to 1. Like a shorthand operator. Correct. Fine. Okay. That's all. After we come out of the for loop, we will simply say print count. Or if you want to give it a little more proper message, so the total number of lines beginning with H or H is presented by count. Okay, although not mandatory, but it's a good habit that if we could close a file. So that is f.close, correct? Let's save this, let's run this. Here we go. Okay, so it says the total number of lines beginning with small h is 6. No, it should not be 6. Let's check how it works. Okay, let me get rid of this condition. Let's check them one by one. It's still showing small h and capital H. 1, 2, 3. 4, 5. No. Okay. I need to check this. What if I unconnect it? Okay, let me check the file. I save this file. I run this program again. See this behavior. Okay. Okay, let me do one thing. Let me change the content of this file, okay? Save good evening. How are you? Say, and if I could run the program. Okay, it's counting correct now, right? The total number of lines beginning with H is 1. Let's increase the number again. Hope you are doing well. Say bye. So there are total 2 lines now. Correct. Okay, so there are total 2 lines. I increase this number by another 2 more lines. After bye, let me say. simply like this. And hello, hi. So how many lines now? 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. Let's check. Okay, here we go. I think it's counting the live lines as well. Let's give it a count as 7. Okay, it's 5, correct. Alright. I think that's right. We need not to waste more time behind it, right? So suppose if I do like this, if I write like this, see what's an output now? It shows me the output. The total number of lines beginning with H is 5, and of course there are 5 lines. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Is that clear? If I could delete one of them for your satisfaction, if I could delete one of them, where it is, here we go. Say, how are you? I delete this line with H. If I save this and I run this, fine. So this time it says the total number of lines beginning with small h or capital H. That's 4. Alright, now instead of checking the first letter, whether it is beginning with H or any other, let us see how to check whether line is ending with a particular character or not. Okay, I repeat, how to check whether line is ending with a particular character or not. How to do that? So let's take the last letter as E. Okay, what would be the condition? Now, since I can't find many people here live with us today due to the sudden change of time, okay, due to the sudden changes in time, it's okay. Let's still go ahead with the friends who are here connected with us. How to check line ends with a particular character or not? How to check that? Say, come back to this figure again. You remember there are negative indices in the list or in the string to go in a reverse order. So as per negative index, the first will be -1. Finish, your work is done. This will be -2. Here let me write it. Okay. This will be -2. Similarly, this L will be at -3. This E will be at -4 and H will be at -5. Correct? Forget about the spacing if I could not be so properly did. Right? So that means the last letter is indicated by index number -1. There is another way to address the index of the last letter of the string. That will be, suppose if the string is stored in I, say hello is a string and it is stored in I. So last index number will be always the total length of the string -1. Correct? So if I write like this, length of I -1, I know length of I is 5. And 5 minus 1, that is going to give me 4. And of course, last index number will be 4 because the string indexing started from 0. Right? So the last index number, you write length of the string -1 or I of -1 itself, because the negative index -1 will point at the last index number. Correct? So here we go, please. Here we go. I keep the same program and I simply edit it this way. Say open a file, read a file and store in a variable, go in that file line by line, go into that file line by line. If the last letter of the file is, suppose, E, increase the count by 1. Alright, and just say total number of lines, not beginning but ending with E. Ending with E is count. Of course, you can add that condition or and all. I was just checking, that's the reason I deleted that part. So if you could save it and if you could run this, no, there's some issue happening with this file that it is misbehaving. Okay, I do one thing. Let me create a new file. Okay, I create a new file. Say hello, hi, bye, hi and bye this way. Again bye. Say goodbye, then. No, goodbye, bye and goodbye. I know there are 2 lines ending with E. Let me save this file in the folder data. Say by the name new file. Okay. So coming to this program, changing this name to not myfile.txt but newfile.txt. Is it correct? Fine. Okay. 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 1 and 2. Okay. It is counting 1. I need to check that. Okay, let me do like this. THE curve. Save. It's 4. Okay. 1, 2, 3. But output should have been 3. It is counting still 1 more. Okay, give me a moment of time. If I could quickly figure it out, well, otherwise we'll go on. Okay, instead of this high, just H1. Let me just remove this one. Let me see what happens now. Okay, E. 2, 3. What if I change this to instead of E, I take the last letters O because we have hello at one place. It's counting now right, but the program is not running by 3. This will hardly be a change or difference, but I would still like to work on. Anyways, fine. I think my program is misbehaving. There is nothing wrong with the code. Never mind, I'll figure it out as it is taking a lot of time behind it. And as soon as the problem is fixed, I'll come back with it to you. Alright, fine, there's nothing wrong with this code. It's all correct. It's like it's the last letter, if it is that the one with index number -1. If it's E or O, you just have to increase the count by 1. That's it. Alright, fine. So here we go. We saw how to handle the file, that is how to open a file in a read mode, how to open it in a write mode. Am I right? Also how to open a file in an append mode. Okay, fine. As I had promised you in the last session that one particular hour of live session on YouTube, we will keep only for practicing. That is for the topics that we have recently covered, like modules and file handling, as well as functions, or maybe some advanced questions on lists, tuples, sets, dictionaries, and all. We have many more questions of file handling coming up, but I would like not to go ahead from here, since due to changes in time, there are many people who could not join with us live with me. There is possibility they might want to ask some doubt. So we'll do one thing. From here we'll continue tomorrow, and we'll update you the timing for tomorrow as well. Most probably it would be not at 6 p.m. as I'm traveling. Updated time I'll inform you, okay, on your respective chat groups. Alright, fine. A very quick recap of what we have learned. We understood the concept of file handling in Python, how to open a file, how to write a new data in the file, how to append the content of the file, correct? Also, how to read the file line by line. We'll continue tomorrow with this topic of file handling a little more. That is how to count the total number of words in a file. How to count the number of words specifically beginning with some particular letter or character. Something like that. Okay, fine. Till then, please stay tuned, stay connected, keep watching, and please give us likes if you are really liking our efforts to educate community outside regarding data science. Alright, bye. Take care.